from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Jackson looking to throw on third.
He'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jackson to Bateman there, first down Ravens.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Well, this defense for the Colts, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
They go play action with Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First and 10 at the 24-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He's got Jack Doyle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Wentz going to give this to Taylor.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Now, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Working from the gun, Wentz. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A good pickup there at 22. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Wentz going to throw.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. They run with Hines. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Wentz. That ball is caught. It's Doyle. Touchdown Colts. Jack Doyle. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A 7-yard gain. And a Baltimore first down.
These two teams all tied after one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Wentz.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. To throw, it's Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, they pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Jackson now off the bootleg. Rolling to his left. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
And that's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Taylor. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Now Wentz. They're going right back to Pittman. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And 40 catches as a rookie for Michael Pittman. He overcame some early injury problems and really developed into a reliable target as the season went on. The son of a former running back, that's what he looks like after the catch.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now Jackson on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Jackson. And it's incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz finds Hines again for the completion. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Throwing on first is Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. This goes out right to Doyle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. to the line, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Mo Alie-Cox in his 4th season now in the NFL had 31 catches for the Colts last year. Really starting to develop into an excellent target downfield. And there he picks up a first down.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 42. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Hines. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Caught left side by Hilton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. First and 10, Taylor now. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 24, Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And now it's 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Right back to Brown. This time he's got it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And here's Rodgers on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Wentz. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He has just not had his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Again looking for Pittman, a better result here. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Hines. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give for Taylor running right side. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On second down, it's Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Rolling to his right. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Play action. It's Jackson. Open man Watkins. Touchdown, Baltimore. Sammy Watkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Wentz now on 1st down. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
First down, Colts.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw is Wentz. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Wentz. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
When the season began, the Colts went through a 3-man shuffle about who would emerge as the lead running back for them. It turned out to be Jonathan Taylor, the rookie out of Wisconsin. But when they needed a pass catcher out of the backfield, it was Nyheim Hines. 63 catches, 3rd most by a running back in the NFL.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Again, it's Wentz. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Wentz now on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 96 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And it's 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Kylen Granson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
They're going to try and run for it, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken at the goal line. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A quick throw here out to Brown. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
That catch good for only a couple. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Back to throw. Wentz. Campbell making the catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
To throw is Wentz.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Hines. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st down, Dobbins. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Bateman going to get it now on the jet sweep.
It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
So the final seconds tick away in this one.